a teeny tiny condom for your little fella. There's 2 of them as well.
But did you know what random thing just popped up in my head when you said that about Christmas markets? Have you heard this thing going on recently about the AI Christmas market in London?
Mm-mm.
So I actually fell for this. Right, there's this picture going around. But here's some common ways that like summer businesses can adapt to be quite versatile in the winter time. So first of all,
we got stunts. A boatload of new tonic.
is that who I think it is?
Oi!
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, suits and sliders.
Suits and Sliders Christmas special.
Dropping on Christmas Day.
You know where to be on Thursday.
3 p.m.
And we are into episode 41.
Yeah, we are. They are coming thick and fast, my friend.
They really are. And it's getting to that time of year, mate.
It is. It's cozy winter time. Everyone's got their advent calendars started.
It's getting colder and
It's
colder and
freezing,
colder.
my friend. It's freezing.
Bloody defrosting the car every
Honestly,
morning now.
man.
It's just
Oh,
brutal.
nightmare.
What we are talking about today, people, is we are talking about the winter season. We're talking about how the businesses are going to flourish
Massive.
and sort of struggle, but
Yep.
the ways you can overcome those things.
Looking at the Christmas period as well in particular. That's coming up very, very soon. And then you got New Year's straight after that. So
100%. Now we're going to dial into a little bit more about Christmas on the next episode. But for today, we have one hell of a segment to kick things off.
we
One
do.
of our biggest. But before we get into that, shall we?
We shall.
It's time. We brought out 2-pounders today, the big Sapphire 7s, which haven't proved us much luck in the past.
No, I mean, actually, I got some luck with it, didn't I, once?
Oh, once you did, yeah, you did.
The
And there's
first
also
one.
been luck on the bleeding social medias
Oh
for
my
people winning
gosh.
this all the time. If you haven't already checked it out, go check out at Susan Sliders everywhere. There are competitions live and people are winning far more money than us.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, I'll kick things off. We've got £70,000 up for grabs here, and we're looking for 3 sevens. And I've got 1, 2, 3,
And the
4,
Blues
5,
double it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 sevens on here, but none of them make 3 in a row. And I'm afraid it's back to missing this guy again. Haven't seen him in a while, and today's not the day. So,
Well,
he's a
my
loser,
friend,
I'm afraid.
I've got prize value £10,
Okay.
£2, 200, 40, 70k, 270k,
I'll take
and
some.
1,000.
I'll take 70k.
Out of all of those, the £2 looking the most likely,
Yeah?
but we got an 8 in it.
Oh, well, that's going to be crap, isn't it?
That was a bit better. Told you we've been practicing. Yeah.
What we're going to do today is we're going to kick things off with 1L of a startup spotlight. But before we do, it's time to mention the
Better
paid partner.
help.
Better help the paid partner.
I thought you were going to go better help.
Whoops. So we talk an awful lot about business and breaking out of the 9 to 5, but your mental health is just as important as the hustle.
Yes, and we chose BetterHelp because it actually aligns with what we talk about and helps us with our mission.
It's an online therapy service which makes it really easy to connect with a credentialed therapist from your phone or your laptop.
No waiting rooms, no awkward appointments. You can do it when and wherever you like.
It's professional, affordable, convenient, and effective, which makes it accessible for anyone.
We've used it ourselves and we can genuinely say it is worth it.
And with thousands of reviews on Trustpilot with a 4.3 rating, we can honestly say you're in safe hands.
And that's why this partnership means a lot to us.
So if you're thinking about therapy, head to the link in our bio or use the code Suits and Sliders for 10% off your first month with BetterHelp.
Not only will you be supporting yourself, but you'll be supporting the grind as well. to Suits and Sliders Business Breakdown.
Business breakdown.
Now today we're going to go through everything Suits and Sliders and also touch upon our second business venture.
Exactly, and we have a special feature from the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mullet Man.
We do indeed.
We have the whiteboard out today.
Yeah, let's get started, shall we? Should we start with how Suits and Sliders came about? I think that's a good starting point.
Well, it is the very start, isn't it? So, Suits and Sliders, basically we started with thinking that a business takes 3 things we need to really look into. So we'll Venn diagram it here. So, let's see how my circle skills are. Not bad, eh? I'm quite proud of that.
That's all right.
Here we go.
Nice.
So,
That's very good.
3. And the 3
Awesome.
facets of it that we needed to get into was firstly, understanding our own skill set. The second thing we need to understand is we know that every business has to have some sort of USP.
It does indeed. It does indeed.
And finally, the other thing that a business really is important to have is it needs to solve a problem. We've heard this from any fake guru or real guru that's out there.
Yeah,
So,
it's very true.
I'll write this one a little up here. Problem, solve. And then from there, we need to start delving into what we were going to do. So
We did.
yeah, back a year ago.
Well, yeah. I mean, God, this probably all started around early Feb, late January, where we
Yeah.
really started to think this through. So I think, should we touch upon skill sets first?
Let's.
So from your point of view, Ollie, what do you think that you felt that you brought, and also maybe what we brought as a pair?
I mean, I'll start with sort of personal ones. I've always had an interest into content creation. I think that was pretty obvious. So anything content-wise was something I felt like, for the marketing
Yeah,
perspective, so
definitely.
I'll put marketing there in general. Luckily had a bit of a stint during COVID working with an estate agent doing a little bit of marketing, so had very limited
Yeah,
knowledge, but had
yeah.
a little bit of knowledge there.
And then when it came to the content side of things, were you also looking at what was trending at the time? I mean, content's obviously booming right now
I think
in
we're
every
fortunate.
aspect.
Yeah, we're very fortunate that we are part of this sort of Gen Z style generation where content has been at the forefront of our whole lives since we were about sort of 10 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
The second that social media became more prevalent in our early sort of teens and years, it meant that understanding trends, looking, and also not only that, but knowing how to use social media, knowing how
Yeah.
to search using YouTube and other facets
Yeah.
like that, I think was really important. So just social media in general, I think was something that we
Massive.
both were quite well equipped in understanding.
And I think the boom as well that came from COVID off the back of it was massive when it came to social media.
Yeah,
It actually put the influencers in the spotlight a lot more because they could continue to make money and make lots of it because people were at home at that time.
Exactly. Another facet, I think if we look at our side, between the two of us, I mean, being best mates, in some sort of way is a skill set.
is, yeah.
It's also USP, so I'm going to
Yeah.
stick it here. So
Definitely.
best mates. It offers so much versatility for where a business can go. We've looked at obviously seeing content creators over the years
Yeah.
or business people such as, I don't know, like James Smith and Chris Williamson. You look at the Sidemen, you look at the fellas, like there's so
Yeah,
many different
all
options
over the
where
shop.
these guys have got a strong friendship bond before they enter business.
Yeah.
And that's something that really does stand aside for not only being a skill set of ours, but also being quite unique.
It's definitely a USP because suddenly you've got a best mate who you pretty much know in and out. So
Yeah.
you know their traits, you know their personality, you know that you can work together quite well.
Yeah.
Then you may as well go for it. Also, alongside that, it brings an entertainment value and a humorous value,
true.
which obviously links quite well with the social media and the content side of things.
Yeah. So what about yourself, skill set wise?
Yeah, so for me, I would say I definitely feel like I brought a business element to it,
Yeah.
purely because of my job. Hold on.
There we go.
Because of my job and also financial kind of aspects, because I do deal with figures and stuff like that. So I felt like that was something that I could focus on,
Yeah.
particularly when it came to our skill sets.
I see.
So
in terms of the business stuff that you
Yeah.
had a little bit of knowledge on, what would you say within the, because obviously business is quite a wide scope, where would you say your main interests were, maybe from not only the educational side of things, but from the work side of things?
Well, I think from a business point of view, it's more from a growth aspect.
Yeah.
So how do you get a business that's from a startup and enable it to grow?
Yeah.
Because ultimately that's key. And I think that's something that I really enjoy is
Mm-hmm.
seeing the growth of something. So from a business point of view, it's how do we grow it as much as possible? And then as we start to delve into what kind of business avenue we want to go down, we can start to look at how we can grow this thing. So from that point of view, growth is a huge thing for me, and also a bit of strategy. So once you do have a business, what other revenue streams can you add to that as well? And I think that's a very, very important thing nowadays, especially, again, because of COVID. A lot of businesses went bust because suddenly they didn't have another revenue stream and they weren't adaptable. So that adaptability, growth, and almost key revenue streams adding into that business aspect is what I feel like I could bring to the team.
Yeah.
From a financials point of view, it's really important to stay on top of it regardless. And I
I'm
think
so glad that that's a skill set
Yeah.
you have, because I don't think I've got the
it's
capabilities of
almost
that.
a whole category within itself. So
Yeah.
I think there's only one person that really can focus on that. If you have too many people chiming in, then it's just going to get a bit difficult.
And that ties back into the best mate side of things. This has so much utility to you, because not only I'm just going to put a little bit thing down here because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
benefits
yeah.
of it. Number one, and I say this to a lot of people. Yeah, people say that maybe you shouldn't go into business with your friends or your family, so on and so forth. And there is some truth to that because it comes with the risks. But benefits that come from it is not only the humour side. So you've got like this innate ability to laugh and enjoy the process. Secondly, any sort of conflict resolution is almost sort of circumnavigated, because if there's an issue that we've had, of which
Yeah.
we've had many over the last year,
Yeah.
it's as simple as going, okay, I understand where he's struggling, I understand what is going on, I can understand how you can communicate if something is stressing you
So
out
true.
or something that's a problem for you. So conflict resolution is so simplified. And yeah, there can be days
Yeah.
where it's a little bit harder, but then you just give each other like a bit of distance, just like mates do all
exactly.
the time.
It's almost null and void because as best mates, you understand it's not that deep. We're trying to start a business together. It's for the benefit of us both.
Yeah.
So any kind of conflict or something that may be about, it's never that deep, and it's always like easily resolved just through talking and communication.
Exactly. The next one, trust. When you just mentioned the thing about financials there, I never thought, and genuinely will never think, that the financials being handled by you would ever impact me in a negative way. And I think that for the wider scope of the people who we surround ourselves with. If you've got that trust with somebody, so you know for a fact you can trust me to make sure that content is
100%.
met,
Yeah.
that schedules are finalised, that content's ready to go. And I can trust you with knowing that the financials are set, the emails are sent, all that sort of stuff. That trust comes from having that friendship off the bat. And then the final thing I was thinking of, which has just escaped me. Trust, conflict, humour.
Say communication you can add in there big
Communication's
time,
a great
because that is the most important thing when it comes to business partners, is being able to communicate and communicate openly. So understanding that our schedules might not align on certain days, so it's being able to communicate that. If someone has a particular issue or problem, then how can we resolve it? How can we work our way around it?
Definitely.
So yeah, communication would be a huge one.
The final one that's just come back to me is mutual success. Like, you hear this a lot of the times from people who are succeeding in life, whether it's athletes or musicians or so on and so forth, and as they succeed, they want to bring the people around them with them to a certain degree. Now, yes, that can cause some sort of struggle at some point, especially if people are coming along without offering anything to the business. But if you start a business with your best mate, I want to be just as successful as seeing you successful.
So true.
And same thing with Tom and other people as part of this process. So that want for mutual success that comes from being best mates means that you have a bunch of motivation off the bat. You constantly, when you're having those tired days, you're like, oh no, my mate's grinding, so I've got to wake up and grind as well. And so all of those facets, I think, comes as a massive key from being best mates.
And to top it all off, ultimately, it's being able to have two people working full-time jobs and being able to run a business on top of that is huge. And that's what we get ultimately with best mates, is almost like two part-time roles combined make one full-time role. Because I know for a fact that I wouldn't be able to do half of what we do now without Ollie, and I could say the same for him.
Without a doubt.
Like, without having 2-for-1 deal. I like that.
2-for-1 schedule.
That's good. But yeah, so that's definitely a skill set that we utilise from the best mates, and is also slightly our USP, because two best mates doing something together and showing it from day one is like very important.
Exactly. Speaking of USP, let's move on to a little bit about that. So, thinking of USPs that we had an interest to, I'll kick us off. So, unique things that we could bring to the table was our own sort of background. So things
Yeah.
of being like college mates that then wanted to start a business together. It's quite unique that you take two people who came from different backgrounds and you want them to start the same business. So I think that was quite
I've
unique
spelled
about
that
that.
so wrong.
That's right.
I said it's background.
Background, yeah.
Is it background?
Yeah,
or
you
round?
got that right.
God, that has
Background.
confused me.
Background, is that what you thought?
Yeah.
So yeah, coming from the same background
Just
and building a
trust
business together is quite a unique thing, because you get people who have
Massively,
different
yeah,
interests and
yeah.
stuff like that, or people at college who go into different ways. So that was definitely one of our own USPs. Another one is looking at the angle of being completely naive when it comes to business. And I know that sounds probably quite crazy,
Yeah.
but the fact that we had absolutely no real tangible business knowledge beforehand, we could be that sort of clean slate that a lot of people really are. So having an interest into business but having no prior knowledge is quite a unique thing, because
It is.
typically people who work into the content space, they've got either a business behind them or a couple of decades of experience within a workplace. We
Definitely.
don't have that. We're kind of coming fresh from the bat and just seeing how we can move in the current industry.
100%, yeah. So that background, the no knowledge thing, we thought what better way to document it being best mates, and that's why best mates falls in the middle there. Also think from a USB perspective is we're looking to utilize two almost businesses in one. So straight away we're looking at getting another revenue stream. So ultimately,
2 for 1.
yeah, literally. So we're getting another revenue stream there straight away because we've got two businesses working alongside it.
Exactly.
And like you said, that 2 for 1 is going to keep coming up a lot, and that ultimately helps us in the future with our investment, I
Without
believe,
doubt.
anyway. So when it comes to problem solving,
Yes,
I guess,
yeah.
looking at suits and sliders, what do we solve? What is the issue out there currently?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest one for me was when we sat here, God, like 18 months ago, and we first started thinking about what business are we going to create. We probably have some flash on the screen of that.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
There's
there's
pictures of
millions.
evidence of it back in the day. We probably look a lot less brutal, like a lot less withered.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that wasn't that
one of
long ago,
Yeah, I
which
know.
is sad.
One of the biggest problems that especially I wanted to solve was when I was looking into the business scene and seeing all these fake gurus, of which, as we well know from previous episodes, I used to fall into the habit of believing. I wanted to find something that was just more relatable, more understandable.
Yeah.
It was cleaner, it was more gamified, it was more entertaining. All of these sorts of facets, which was sort of anti-fake guru. So that was something that I really wanted to get away from.
Yeah.
And also entertainment in the business space, which we thought was a problem that hadn't really fully been solved. Now you've got people coming into the space of it, such as Simon Squim and stuff, who are doing more games and challenges and questions and stuff, but it's still probably a sort of entered approach for the business world. So entertainment in business, there you go, an anti-fake guru. So those are two problems I definitely wanted to start to get around.
Definitely. And I think that's something we could not find at that time. You had business podcasts out there, you had entertaining podcasts out there, but there wasn't one that crossed both lines. And especially with that anti-fake guru side of things, there wasn't anything that was unique and almost like from ground zero up. So I think that was something that also ties into the no knowledge and the problem solving was ground zero.
Yeah.
It was having that ability to start from scratch and almost document the whole journey. And that's currently what we're doing right now, still.
True. Another one that's just come to mind there is, obviously when we start to think about the podcast from a more sort of logistical perspective, we always had the idea of going down the video podcasting route. We saw that gaining some momentum, and we saw that there was a lot of people out there who had video podcasts, but they weren't utilising the visual aspects, they weren't gamifying it, they weren't having the sets, they weren't having that sort of design and all the other challenges we do. And so that comes under both USP and the problem solving, in my opinion. So that's another thing, the video podcasting sense of stuff. I think not only
100%,
solves a problem,
yeah.
but has quite a unique sense about it in today's world, and is becoming more popular. We see this sort of month-on-month new video podcast popping up.
Definitely. So if we start to look at the problem solving, the video podcasting, our skill sets, all of that stuff, what would you say kind of falls into the skill set / problem solving bracket?
It's a good one. I think the skill set and problem solving that we had, do you know what it comes back to? It's the 2 for 1 again.
I would say so too, yeah.
It's the
You could add that in
ability
there.
to balance our schedules so that we solve the problem of being two people who don't have the ability to quit our jobs and just give everything to a business. We don't have the
utilising our skill
financial
set,
ability to do
yeah.
that. And we have the skill set because we manage our time well. So again, 2 for 1 scheduling comes there really.
And I think ultimately, once we started to look at our skill set, we started to look at the problems that we had out there, it really does tie down to one middle thing.
Yeah.
And that was generating a podcast which we can document, which obviously led to Suits and Sliders.
Suits and Sliders.
So this is essentially a very quick breakdown of kind of the thoughts that we had when we sat down together in multiple different coffee shops, talking about what we could come up with. This was ultimately what we saw in the market and the opportunity, and that's where we found Suits and Sliders would fit right in there.
Exactly.
And currently, I don't think I've actually seen an entertaining kind of business podcast that rivals us in terms of from the very beginning, like the startup.
Yeah, not only
foundations.
the startup, but something that isn't just this interview form podcast that we were seeing. There are so many successful podcasts out there that are growing, that are within the space of business, but all they typically are is a host of sorts interviewing a business professional. And that being everything that's there.
Yeah.
Like, now, yes, you can interview these business professionals, but you don't get this breakdown. You don't get the relatability of that because you don't see somebody's full journey. And that is what we wanted to bring to the table. This gives us the content marketing. It allows us to get into the social media. It touches on the business financials. We use the versatility of being best mates. We are two revenue streams. There is no knowledge beforehand. We get to touch on our background. There's entertainment, anti-fake guru, 2-for-1 schedule. It is ground zero. It's video podcasting. And that is the summary of where it comes from.
And ultimately, with that, I think Ground Zero also ties into that transparency element, which I probably should have mentioned, but that is ultimately Suits and Sliders, as you mentioned.
Exactly. Now we're going to get into a bit of a breakdown of the podcast, today's sense of the word.
Let's do it. Let's get into the next steps.
Now, into more about the topic point for the day. The winter season, how businesses thrive, how businesses sometimes struggle. What have we got?
Well, the winter season, my friend, is one of the biggest economical seasons in the UK, probably in the world as well.
Yeah, big
like
time.
we're talking huge spending, huge stock counts,
Yeah, I mean,
and
people are
even
out
bigger
less, don't they?
margins as well.
This is the thing. They're out and about less in public. They're doing less activity, so they're spending more time behind that screen going, bye.
Well, there's a lot of people going out and about in public as well with all the events and markets that go on.
It is getting bigger now.
So I've got a few little key UK winter stats for you, my friend.
Go for it, statistician Jamie.
Here we go. £10 billion is spent on Christmas retail alone.
Bloody hell.
That's crazy, bro. You
That's
don't,
insane.
but as
Is that
you
just in
said,
the UK?
yeah, that's in the UK.
My days.
But apparently, 15 billion is in online Christmas shopping, and that's around the world. That's
15
crazy. Billion.
I think you just said there was 10 billion in sales.
That's in the UK. So there's 10 billion spent on Christmas retail alone, right?
Got you,
but 15 billion in online Christmas shopping, which is nuts. And that was from IMRG in 2025. They reported that.
That's insane.
Apparently, 4 billion gets spent on Christmas markets. So these are like mulled wine pop-up stores,
Oh, I
the
love
festive
a bit of
foods,
that.
all of that good stuff. And apparently, 700,000 temporary workers get hired throughout December in the UK.
But did you know what random thing just popped up in my head when you said that about Christmas
Go on.
markets? Have you heard this thing going on recently about the AI Christmas market in London? So I actually fell for this. Right, there's this picture going around. It's probably a couple of weeks old now, but like there's a picture going around which is like a picture of Buckingham Palace, and AI generated is like a Christmas market in front of it with a Christmas tree, and somebody put it out there as a poster saying first time ever Christmas market at Buckingham Palace. And there has been thousands of people turning up to London to go to this Christmas market,
That's insane,
which isn't even
mate.
there. I sent it around to like people that I know, like we should go and do this for the day. And like they're all there, like, yeah, great idea. And then I read the news
So it looks
article
so real
yesterday.
then.
It looks so
That's
bloody real.
crazy.
I sent it into them and I was like, I look like a mug now. Somebody just made an AI picture
That's
of it and
insane.
posted it. So it's just normal Buckingham Palace. There's nothing
Mate,
there.
AI is actually crazy right now. I've actually got a mate, right? This is a bit very off topic.
Go on.
Mate's created a song with someone and it's called I Run,
Okay.
and it's blowing up. It got like over 6 million streams on Spotify, went in the
I don't know
top
what
25 and global.
Yeah.
And the vocals all AI. which is
it
insane.
really?
So Spotify have taken it down because of all like the backlash as well around it. But it's crazy,
shit.
mate. This guy's been like DM'd by like Jason Derulo and stuff like that, saying like congrats on the new song, Unreal. So him and the guy made like the beat and the bass around it, and then implemented AI vocals, and it blew up, mate.
That's
you've probably seen it everywhere. Like it's trending.
I'm pretty sure I played that on some of our TikToks and things.
Hold me closer.
That is it?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
my days.
So mental.
I didn't know that was AI. I
mate.
literally just found that out.
And that was my roommate at Loughborough, which is
Was it
crazy as
really?
well. How
That is
sick is
actually
that?
mad.
So sick,
What
mate.
the fuck? Anyway, sorry, got me on top of that.
big up Waypoint.
Well done,
Unreal,
man.
mate.
That was class.
Anyway, let's get into the most profitable winter business categories. What do you think's at number one?
Most profitable. It's
Come
got to
on.
be like. What would it be? What would it be?
Well, we got it here. Food
Yeah,
and drink
yeah,
is huge. This is like the winter kings, mate. They dominate. Apparently, mulled wine stores, make an average of £2,000 a day during Christmas periods.
Fuck.
And you got the hot chocolate stands. Apparently, they rake it in, mate.
Chocolate.
Then you got like the churro pop-ups, everything like that.
crepes.
Apparently, the margin on these things is crazy. They're talking like
mental.
60% profit, and people pay
Bloody hell.
everything for them,
Yeah,
like
they do.
stupid amounts of money.
exactly.
But they love it. Then you got the Christmas markets and events. Obviously, the classics: Edinburgh, Winchester, Bath, Manchester, and of course London.
Yeah.
Market stalls often pay between £2,000 to £10,000 just to get in that location and that
If
area.
they're raking in a couple grand a day, then they're making massive
Apparently,
profits.
they earn between 20 to 60 in a month.
In a month. That is ludicrous.
Nuts, mate. What a profit that is.
For sure.
Then you're
Oh my
talking like
days.
gifts and retail. They like obviously do ridiculous amounts. Candles, soaps, crafting stuff, decorations, subscription boxes. Apparently they boom as well, particularly from the October to December period.
Yeah.
Because people like to get them in. Then you got the little attractions. You see them popping up everywhere, like the ice rinks. They're
rinks.
popping up everywhere.
And Winter Wonderland's
Christmas
a massive
farms,
version of
Winter
that, isn't it?
Wonderland,
Yeah.
Tully's farm as
Tully's
well.
does one, yeah.
Huge. And then finally the tourism side of things. So your ski resorts are going to make an absolute killing this
Killing,
Christmas.
yeah, big time.
Spa weekends, watch
True,
hotels,
true.
Airbnbs spike their prices up big time.
Yeah.
Apparently they see like an increase into about 30 to 50% in like sales in terms of people like
I mean, they're
booking in
booked
stuff.
out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sometimes they're booked out like a year in advance.
Mate,
as well.
the Airbnb, like you put in December period and you see the price just go.
Goes for like £1,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. They get snapped up so quick as well.
Mental. Absolutely mental.
Crazy, mate.
I was looking a little bit about like how businesses have to adapt in winter, because obviously you've got all the summer businesses that are then left in a bit of a grey area in winter, going half of our year, especially in the UK where it does get awfully
for
cold
sure.
and things. They're left in a bit
Australia,
of a predicament.
happy days
Yeah,
and stuff like
exactly.
that. Yeah.
But here are some common ways that like summer businesses can adapt to be quite versatile in the winter time. So first of all, indoor events or alternative venue use. So for example, if you've got a space that's like a cafe or something that's a bit more summery, something that's on like a lakeside or something, you can spin it, turn it into themed nights like quiz nights or sort of things that people come around and they do hosting like off-season holiday events there.
Christmas
and stuff like that.
quizzes are huge as well.
Massive,
Pubs
massive,
love
massive.
to run that stuff and they make a killing.
Exactly. And like you can doll it up with all the fancy Christmas lights
Yeah.
and stuff and get people to come and see the attractions of it.
Yeah.
There's another way you could do it, focusing on like local or regional audiences rather than larger tourism scale stuff. So if you are a tourist brand by nature, maybe it's time to dial into the local community during the winter time, because that's where your customer base is
Yeah,
going to be.
definitely.
Diversifying the offering, instead of maybe just like food or drink, offer things like event hires, like
Yeah.
people to use the spaces, because everyone's going to want to typically go indoors for that period of time. So you're offering out the space that you own, then you're at least getting some money in the door rather than having to sell your product necessarily.
Very true. And you can make things like little hampers, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
this
You got to
is the
think
thing.
gifts because people want to buy
Yeah,
stuff and give it
or
to
like
people.
events in the terms of like doing mixology classes or cooking like shows or indoor
Hot
activities of sorts.
chocolates, marshmallow stuffs with a
Exactamundo.
fire pit, all of that good stuff.
Exactly. Next up, adjusting cost structure for operation side of things. We'll get into this a little bit more later, but reducing your variable costs as much as possible, because in the summertime you'll be able to reap the rewards of the profits, and then budget yourself so that when you get to those winter months you can be a bit more flexible. Tailored marketing and messaging, so promote sort of like cozy experiences, like advertising booms around that time of year. Your SEO content is pretty direct because you know it's going to be around Christmas, it's going to be around winter. There's typical words that fly around and what people are looking for in terms of like gifts and things. And yeah, that's about it really. You can like look at doing gift vouchers and then Christmasifying like your business to a certain degree, offering something that people can utilize in the summertime.
We're going to touch upon the trends and stuff a bit later on. So like make sure you take note of these, especially if you are some sort of like summer business.
100%. Now I've got, instead of a question of the week, I've got a would you rather. Right? Here we go. It's a bit long-winded, but hear me out here. Would you rather do an entire month of 60-hour weeks as a shopping mall Santa?
Okay.
Or do the Christmas shopping deliveries the week leading up to Christmas, but you have to tell everybody that there's no turkey left? Which one do you go for?
I think, all right, let's think about it. 60 hours. Is
60
this like
hours.
Monday to Sunday, yeah?
Yeah. Well, no, I guess it could be Monday to Friday, 12-hour days, something heavy like that.
Yeah, otherwise it's like an 8-hour day. That's a big difference,
It's an 8-hour day.
you see.
I mean, you can make the 60-hour week work however you want.
Right.
I'll leave you that option.
Fine. Of dressing up as Santa in a mall, having kids sit on your lap. No thanks, mate. I'm doing delivery all day long. I don't care about any turkey, mate. Plus, I'm in the car. I can put my own tunes on, vibe out.
True.
Sorry, no turkey. Poof, see you later.
You know, customer service. You're just in and out.
Depends what I have to do. If I can do the bare minimum, I'll do the bare minimum.
Fair enough. I thought the
Get it
same
done.
something, to be honest. Do you know what? This is going to be quite funny. When I thought about this question, I actually thought about. I've obviously got better help therapy sessions at the moment. Like we both do that sort of stuff. And my therapist said to me, she goes, "This is a really good analogy for how to deal with somebody when they're stressed." And I thought, I'm going to use this if I was the delivery driver. So you got to pay attention, empathize, acknowledge, then leave. And I thought that's exactly how I could do the deliveries. I'll pay attention to them. I'll deliver the food. I'll empathize. There's no
You got to pay attention to every single house.
I got to acknowledge it. I got to acknowledge their struggle, and then I've got to leave.
I'll make up some AI thing. As soon as I deliver, no turkey, sorry, bye.
But this is the other thing. I thought I'll be carrying recipes for like gammon dishes and things. I can hand them out to people. I'll be like, "This is the alternative," and I'll practice a routine before I go to work.
Bro, I'd be like, take up with Tesco's, mate. I'm getting paid bare minimum
too
here.
heartless, bro.
No chance.
Well, that's what I thought for the Would You Rather.
There
Let us
we
know in the
go.
comment
That's
section what you'd
interesting.
rather do.
I think the mall just sounds horrendous.
I
Fair play to the people
walk
that
past, you see
do
them
it.
do
But
it. Credit to them. I can do it. Like as well as the guys who like do all the Santas on the corners and stuff looking for money and things like that. Seems like an absolute ordeal. Anyway, we are going to get into our next segment of the episode. It's a bit of Is It Really Worth It?
it is.
Let's go.
Righty-ho. As you can see, we have advent calendars.
We are doing advent calendars for
We
today's
are
Is It Really
indeed.
Worth
We
It?
are indeed.
Got a few here.
We've got a few, so we've got a lot of different ones, and they're for you to try, my friend. Do you want to kick us
Can't
off?
wait. I do want to kick us off, and I'm starting off by looking at this bad boy.
Interesting one, isn't it?
what I can read on the back, I'll read it for you. It says, world's most offensive advent calendar. Probably not the most offensive, but we're not checking because we don't care. That's actually what it says. It's got a fun old Karen complaint on the back here for Karens to
good.
get their complaint through. Now, the day that this drops is something like the 18th or whatever. So we're going to open the first couple of days and we'll see what we get. Now, it does say on here that it's not just chocolate, which is quite cool. So
this is the Party People advent calendar, by the way, people.
Party People advent calendar.
Yes.
Right.
What are you going to go with?
behind-
Number one?
I've gone for number one. Behind door number one. Silent night, ? Not with your mum. What's on earth?
And what is it?
And it's
Oh. Is it a condom? Wank wipes.
lemon fresh wank wipes. Best before the end of 2028. Wowzer. So I did not expect to get that.
What's
one.
behind door number two then?
Let's have a little look. Door number two.
Shall I open it?
Yeah, go on. Door number two's all yours, mate. Wank wipes. That's so funny. What on earth?
Yeah.
What an
As you can
advent
tell,
calendar.
these ones like you cannot expect
No. Whatever
anything.
happens,
Here we go.
happens.
Every time you sing a carol, a hospice losers funding. And we have a teeny tiny condom for your little fella. There's 2 of them as well.
How do you know you were opening door number 2?
I told it.
Wow.
Do you want to go number 3? Do you want to see what number 3 is?
Let's do at least 3, shall we?
Yeah?
We might have to open the rest of these doors on this weekend Sunday special for the Patreoners. Oh my God. Right, here we go. No naughty list for you. You're on Epstein's list.
Very recent.
And this, oh my God. The Donald J. Trump Book of Challenging Wanks.
No way. Is it just pictures of him? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to have to blur that. We'll show it on the Patreon. You know what? We should open this on the Patreon.
Oh my God.
The rest of it.
We will. Oh my God. It opens all the way through.
You might need to blow. Yeah.
Right. We'll say.
That's crazy, bro.
That is
insane.
insanity.
Anyway, you get the gist of it.
Oh my God.
Pretty cool, though.
I
Like,
can't
pretty,
believe
like...
That is so creative. I love that, though. Like, for me, I'd prefer to get that over a chocolate one.
Would
any
you?
day of the
Yeah.
week. I think so.
Just because it's like you don't know what's
it's
next.
so creative. Yeah. Like, that outlet to its
So what do you
class.
reckon the retail price of that is, my friend?
Oh, I mean, it's so creative and quirky, and it's out there. I'm going to have to say that's got to be surely like 15 quid, somewhere near there.
It's actually £9.99 on Amazon.
That's a
which is
friggin'
insane,
steal.
right?
That is an absolute steal.
Estimated units sold. Guess what we're looking at here.
For this product or the company itself, I would say this has got to be selling thousands in the UK. I would say this is probably at like 3,000, maybe 4,000.
150 to 250k. So
Wow.
the estimated revenue is 1.5 million to 2.5.
That is so
Which is
cool.
crazy.
Just at Christmas time. Can you imagine pulling in that revenue at Christmas?
Insane.
That is mental.
But it's very
Credit to
quirky.
you.
I've never seen anything like that.
I've never seen anything like that.
Which
That
is so different to
absolutely
your
mental.
usual chocolate,
Oh
obviously.
yeah, big time. Which is what a lot of these restaurants are.
Exactly.
We kicked off with a strong one for you.
We did.
We
So what are you going for
following
now?
up with Lindt advent calendar.
Nice.
Oh, I do love a bit of Lindt chocolate, I must admit. It's very nice as well.
It is very nice, isn't it? Lovely packaging, all of that good
and they
stuff.
kicked off with an absolute staple of the Christmas chocolate.
The good old reindeer.
The good old reindeer. I'm gonna have a little nibble. Do you want to open door number 2?
Go on.
Okay, door number 2's all yours, bro.
Door number 2. Here we
Oh,
go.
they're so good, these chocolates.
I like these little ones. I got the little book. I don't even know what it is. Is that a book or something like that? I don't even know what you call it. Teddy bear one.
Yeah.
They
The
are
one thing
good, aren't they?
Did you ever get like the big ones of these as a kid, and you'd like eat the head one day, and you'd eat like a foot the next day, you'd eat the bum, and parents would let you eat the whole thing at the same time. Did you never get that?
Oh, the big reindeer.
Yeah. Oh, the chocolate's so good as well. That is top tier chocolate, I must admit.
Right, what are we going for? Retail price in here.
Well, Lindt is
Does
usually
vary
one of the more
in shops.
expensive ones, I'd say. I'd say, despite being quite similar to that last one, I'd say it's probably about £10.
10 to 15
Okay, yeah,
is what
fair
you
enough.
probably find it at. Estimated units sold of these worldwide.
Oh,
This is crazy, by the way.
yeah, this has got to be definitely in the hundreds of thousands. I would say maybe even more than that.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, oh shit. Alright, this might be a crazy guess. 5 mil?
Bit less. We're talking about 1.5 to 2 million. Estimated revenue, 15 to 25 million per year, mate.
That
on
is
Advent.
insanity.
But this
One
is
thing
like
I will say though, they used to give like these, you see these big like Santa ones, they used to give like a full size one. It's getting smaller and smaller every year. They're doing the Freddo number on me. And
it's
I don't
very
like
it is
I'm not
very
happy
true,
about
mate.
it.
It's sad. It's sad to see. It is premium chocolate though, so
It is premium chocolate.
you are paying for the good chocolate and the packaging as well because it is very nice.
That is a fair point. I'll give you that.
What are you going for now? The Cadbury, yeah?
I keep looking over the Trump thing.
There, don't, mate.
I'm going to put that in my pocket.
With the wank wipes, yeah.
Right, what's next? We have the Cadbury's
You could
Dairy
do a little
Milk
posh wank as well
Biscoff.
with it.
Right, Biscoff chocolate. That's top tier.
It is top tier.
Right, look at the size of that as well. Though. It's much bigger, much denser than the others.
Mm.
All the doors are the same size, which I'm not happy about. You got to give a solid day 24. Surely.
It's actually not.
There's no larger one for 24. 23.
Weird.
Do you know what? I can't even see a 24. Is there no 24 on it?
No, there's got it. Oh, it's some. No.
No, it finishes at 23. It's one of those ones that finishes at 23. Yeah.
What? No, there, 24.
Where? Oh, yeah, I'm just being blind.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's not big. That's
It's
really
not big.
annoying.
It's the
that.
same size as the rest. I don't like that. You've got an
don't like that.
opportunity to profit on the last day of the year.
They've got to give you something as well.
Let the countdown to Christmas begin.
Okay.
With a little dairy milk Biscoff. I'm assuming they're all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. On the back it says it's the 2 different types. You either got the original or the Biscoff.
Oh, mate, I really hope I don't have the original on door 2.
I mean,
I'll be fuming.
it's going to be, isn't it? They're going to be one of those ones where they just do, like, alternate days.
Fuck.
It is, isn't it? Do you want this instead?
No, I've gone free. I've skipped ahead. I'm not even going to read what it says.
It's just a picture of an envelope. Not good. I'm not impressed, actually.
I mean, Cadbury are known, right, for quite cheap, quick.
That's what I was about to say. They probably are the cheapest of the bunch, being Cadbury.
Because they've combined with
quantity.
Biscoff, that's actually bigger than the usual ones that you see.
It is. It's
from
much
Cadbury.
thicker than the usual ones.
So what are we going for then, for this? How much?
I do think it's going to be cheap. I'm going to say £6.
You're pretty much in the right remit. We're talking like 5 to 9 is what it's
Okay.
been seen at.
Yeah.
But your normal like actual advent calendars from Cadbury, looking like the £2 to £5 mark. They're really cheap,
Yeah, true,
but they are like quick and easy to make.
I mean, if you've got a bunch of people you're buying them for, it's a good staple to buy.
I mean, a lot of people do buy these. So
Yeah,
guess how
exactly.
many units are sold in the UK?
Oh, this is going to be mental. Just in the UK, this
Just
one.
the UK.
There's 70 million people in the UK. I will say, I'm going to go a bit nuts. I'm going to say 8 million. Am I close? I'm way off.
That's quite nice. What do you
It's
think of
quite
it?
nice.
Though?
Yeah, I did really like it, actually.
You said 8, right?
Yeah.
You're on the very high end to what they predict.
Oh, really?
6 to 8. Because it's so
Bloody
cheap
hell.
and so easy.
8 million, though. There's 70 million people in this
Revenue?
country.
20 to 30 million a year on calendars.
Bloody
Apparently,
hell.
they dominate the UK chocolate calendar space with a 50% market share.
I mean, if you think about it, 11% of the country will own one, which is a crazy number to say own an advent calendar.
Nuts, bro.
Same brand.
Nuts.
That is absolutely bizarre.
Insane,
Yeah,
right?
credit to them. They get it right. They do get it right.
Well, I don't know if they get it right. Well, obviously they do.
Well,
but
they get that lower end right. They don't. I'm not necessarily saying they're the best in terms of like.
It's good
I'll come back to the
chocolate
rankings
for
in a
the
minute.
price of it.
Yeah, for sure. Whereas this next one, this is a bit more premium.
These guys have been coming up quite a lot.
God, it's all this sort of like stuff on the back as well. I don't know what that's all about. I'll have to find that out in a second.
No, don't open it yet. Come
No,
on.
sorry. I'm
Let's
intrigued.
get distracted.
Right, I opened door number 1. Where's door number 1?
So this is Tony's Advent Chocolate Calendar.
Oh, I think all the same size doors again, including 24 though.
Well, they tried
But-
to promote, if you read it on the back, I believe they say we have like weird doors to show the inequality of chocolate and stuff like that.
Ah, so these pieces aren't like perfectly cut, maybe. Yeah, that is true. They are all a little bit
But
quirky.
you get all the flavours.
I see. Well, I've got the tiny Tony's chocolate lolly, which is milk caramel.
Very
It's probably a
nice.
staple of them,
Very
isn't it?
nice. Maybe that's... Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's quite cool. I wonder if it's just dense chocolate or if it's... It's like a salted caramel.
It's good, yeah?
That's really good.
Have you ever made your own one?
Advent calendar.
No, Tony's Chocolate.
No, I didn't know you could do
They
that.
do it in like Amsterdam. They have the whole like shop.
It would be cool if you could do that online and then like order it to your own place.
Yeah.
I remember when back in the
24 is popping up there. I might
Yeah, I
just...
can see down the bottom number 1.
Oh, really?
Popping out as well.
So yeah, I mean, they've gone for like a good sustainable kind of element, haven't they, there? As
yeah,
you can see. They are quite expensive because they go down that route, the
Yeah.
eco kind of friendly route.
True,
So
true,
what
true.
do you think these go for? And I have seen the sticker on the back, so...
I've seen the sticker. I can see it's reduced, but I would say it's going to be more expensive. So I would say it's probably about 14 quid.
Yeah, 13 to 15 quid is
Yeah,
what they go for, depending on
see.
what supermarket you're looking in.
Fair enough.
So, estimated units sold in Europe, including the UK, this
Ooh.
is annually.
I would say it's not going to be as popular. I would say in Europe, though, maybe like 200,000.
500,000. So you're not too far
Okay.
off. You've done all right with your
I'm
predictions
getting
so
closer
far.
and closer.
So we're looking at a 7 to 8 million revenue estimated from
That's
advent
solid.
calendars per year.
This is the thing. Like these guys sell all year round in their terminals.
Yeah,
so
it's
like
insane.
normal chocolate and stuff. And advent calendars just absolutely spike 'em.
Insane. Apparently, out of all the Tony's chocolates, the Christmas advent calendars account for 12% of seasonal sales,
Wow,
which is nuts,
that is
by
nuts
the
because
way.
people are buying chocolate like, independently for the
One month?
yeah, exactly.
That's
That
what
is
I just
mental.
can't fathom. It's 1
That
month.
is absolutely mental.
Right, so what we're going for now? The last one.
one.
Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno. And the first one with a solid big day 24.
Oh,
Respect
you
it.
know that's
Gotta
going to be a good one
respect
as
it.
well.
You know that's the bar. That's the double bar. Right, so where's number one? But like different sized doors on the other days as well, so I'm intrigued.
I've actually got this calendar.
Ooh. I didn't know they did Kinder Bueno eggs now. That's pretty cool. Wait, you got this advent calendar? Do you actually? Do you know they did eggs? I never knew they did eggs. That's a new one.
That is new.
Flashback to the Christmas episode. Do you want to bang it on your head?
I want to be a bit milk. These are so good, mate. I love
That's
these.
unreal.
So good.
Oh, that's some good chocolate.
I just got a normal mini one here. What do you think retail price of these are?
Kinder Bueno. I would say
They're so good, mate.
they're going to be mid-park out of everything we've seen. We had a few above £10, a few below £10. Do you know what I'm going to say? This is £8.50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
£6 to £12.
Okay, yeah, so mid-range.
Yeah, depending if you've got club cards and stuff. But yeah, estimated units sold. What do you reckon?
UK, like worldwide? UK.
UK.
It's going to be less. I'm going to say these guys are hopping around 100,000.
They're quite big.
Oh, really?
4 to 5 million, apparently, estimated. They are
Of advent
good.
calendars?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So we're talking 25 to 45 million per year,
Jeez.
which is nuts. Apparently, Kinder spikes massively in Q4 and often sell out.
That was surprising. I thought they would have had their biggest time around the Easter period, like the Kinder eggs and all that sort of stuff.
No, yeah, I know what you mean, but this is advent calendars, I guess. So this is where they do their best in terms of these kind of chocolates. You don't see these.
True.
I personally don't during Easter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how are we ranking them, my friend? This is going to be really interesting. I feel like there's some hard choices here.
There are some hard
Especially
choices.
if you go with like chocolate to price kind of
That's what I
quality.
think. I'm taking price into account.
You need
here,
to, you
without
need
a
to.
doubt. I really am. Now, it's gonna
We'll
have to be
start-
slightly biased as well.
Start number 5.
Starting number 5. I'm going to say
I mean-
number 5 is going to be. Do you know what? I'm going to say Tony's. I am going to say Tony's because I think it's the higher price range,
Yep.
but all the same chocolate size in terms of like the sizings all the way through. There's only 2 types of flavors they're offering.
Yeah, that is strange because
Yeah.
last year they had
I'm not that impressed.
they had a lot more flavors and they
Especially,
had
yeah.
a book one. Maybe that's the smaller one. Then they had the book. They had a book one where it opened up like that and they had all the flavors. So I think that might be the smaller version of what they offer.
Anyhow, yeah, it's going to be number 5 of 5.
Interesting.
But not bad, but just not the best out of the group.
And that's because of the offering the
Offering
money.
with price, sizings, all of that sort of stuff together.
Interesting.
In next place, I'm going to go for... Yeah, I'm going to go for this, the Cadbury's, the Biscoff. It tastes all right, but if only 50% of the days are the Biscoff, then it's not a Biscoff calendar, in my opinion, for one. And they're all the same
it's
size
strange, isn't it?
days. It seems like they've got, I know this is going to sound a little bit eco-warrior, but like there's a lot of wasted packaging for those
100%.
tiny little
Well,
chocolates.
that
I
is
thought
one thing.
It's this dense, but like every other one's like half the size.
Well, that's
I
why
don't understand.
Tony's does so well because they're eco-friendly in everything they do. That's why a lot of people will pay a premium price for it because
it makes sense.
they are eco-conscious now.
But yeah, it just doesn't seem like
Yeah,
it's all
no,
that.
mate,
I'm
I'm
not
very
impressed.
disappointed in that. I can't lie.
yeah.
And usually Cadbury Dairy Milk's just like normal. It's
For sure.
pretty low down, from my opinion.
Right, top 3. Oh, it's going to get tight here. I'm going to go for... Yeah, Kinder Bueno's next. for
Kinder
me.
Bueno.
Even though it tasted really nice, then I must admit, the only reason why it's not taking the top 2 is because I'm thinking like, when I actually think about Christmas and you get one advent calendar a year, I do think it's a bit nicer to go for one of these two that have a bit more unicity about them.
More Christmassy feel.
More Christmassy as well. Like this, great staple in terms of it's got a variety of options. It's got 4 or 5
Great
different
chocolate,
options.
by the way.
Big day 24, got to respect it, and a really good price from what you just said. So they earned the 3rd place spot. Now this is where it's going to get really difficult because
This is going to be a
Do I
rogue
go?
ranking, by the way.
it is going to be a really
You ready?
rogue
Like this
ranking.
is like completely wrong in my opinion.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, fair. The thing is about these two, they both have uniqueness to them.
Right. This is going to be interesting.
Do you know what? I'm going to do what I should do here. This takes the second place.
Yeah, you
because
should do
even
that.
even though I probably would like this the most in terms of what I would like as an advent calendar, it's not like it's not what the masses will need.
It's
like,
something you'd like to be gifted by like not your close family.
Exactly.
Do you know
It's
what I mean?
more of a
Maybe
spoofy
like a
sort of thing from a mate.
Yeah.
Like it'd be funny to get for like one of your mates, but it's not.
or
an
maybe
advent
like one of your uncles that you haven't seen in
Exactly.
like a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if I got that, I guarantee at some point in the month I would think I just want a chocolate at this point.
Yes.
I guess it's an advent
Exactly,
calendar. If I
mate.
want an advent calendar, I want that advent
Everyone
calendar.
relates it to chocolate.
This is the thing. And so, yeah, taking my top spot is the Lindt Advent Calendar. Love the variations
Well
of chocolates.
packaged.
The price, actually, I didn't think was too bad at all for that packaging. It's, and the chocolate tastes fantastic. It really does taste
But the
fantastic.
variation isn't like different in
It's
my
got
opinion.
it's got 5 different
Okay, you got the
variations
milk
there.
one and
you got
the
the
mini
snowdrops,
truffle.
truffles, Napoleons, and Santa.
But
and
I'd say they all
golden
kind of
reindeer.
taste very similar.
Well, I think they've definitely got different flavors to them. Maybe they do. maybe
Yeah.
they don't.
No,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
talking about
But
like a huge difference that you can tell. I think
Yeah.
they all could taste quite similar.
Well,
but it is
who
really
would have
good.
taken your top spot? I'm intrigued.
Top spot probably would have gone Lindt as well,
Oh, yeah.
just because of the actual Christmas
Yeah,
feel
the Christmas
to it.
part, yeah, 100%.
But like Boston Cadbury,
yeah.
then I'd say this, then Tony's and this.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I can see
Yeah.
that for you. Yeah,
But the
yeah.
big Tony's I probably would have put higher.
I see.
Yeah, there we go. Well,
Right,
that
well,
is it really worth it? So
let
let
us
us
know
know
down below.
in the comments if you think Ollie got this right or if you got it wrong.
Yeah, do so, I guess. Let's get back into the episode. And we are back from Is It Really Worth It? If you want to check out more of where that first calendar went, you're going to have to go and check out the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Cheeky
it gets pretty raw
unboxing,
because
mate.
YouTube will definitely not allow it. So, yeah, if you
Definitely
want to go
not.
check it out, you've got to head over there for the price of
£4 a month.
13p a day, and you get yourself not only an extra sort of 40 minutes on every episode, but you get a Sunday special and so much more. And trust me, with the Christmas stuff around the corner, you're going to want to go check it out. There's some
100%.
great content on there.
Especially
now.
with all the gifts and stuff that we'll be giving out.
Exactly. There's
It's
already
worth
like
it, mate.
almost a year's worth of content.
mate,
So
it's
if
nuts.
you're liking the content, you're subscribing, go and check it out for a little bit more. Now into a bit more about the episode itself. I mentioned this earlier about sort of rising costs that businesses see. It didn't really go into too much detail, but I have the detail now for you.
Okay.
First of all, the most obvious: energy, heating,
Through
costs
the roof.
through the roof. Higher bills, even if tariffs stay stable. It's been said that over the last couple of years, like electricity alone has risen from 14.81 pence per kilowatt in quarter one of 2021 to 25.97 pence in quarter four.
Sure.
A 75% increase.
But you
in that
imagine
time.
how much more electricity you're using over the Christmas period as well.
That's
with
exactly it.
lights and
Insights
all
from
that.
Business Energy. Average small business's energy bill is around 70% higher year on year
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So you've got that. You then got like the lighting, darker days, longer nights, shorter days means your lighting bills are increasing, your indoor lighting,
Yeah.
which you need obviously everyone to see what's bloody going on.
Exactly, mate.
Stock and ingredients. Winter and pre-holiday demand pushes prices up. Every single year you'll see this in the shop. Some staples inflate faster than others, but I mean, either way, you're going to be coming into costs that you wouldn't have seen throughout the summer period, potentially.
Yeah.
Seasonal supply peaks, so popular in winter and holiday times, goods, services, deliveries, all of these sorts of things as far as small businesses are concerned will scale up in pricings. So you've got to take that into consideration. Staffing as well, another thing I think we're going to get to in a second. But then the final thing that I've got here is a bit of maintenance stuff. Winter is the time where you're going to expose a lot of things that you need in terms of repairs, in terms of fixings,
So
in terms
right,
of goods. There's a lot of exposure you're going to have, and your own personal bills increase. This is something obviously we still want to touch on. We understand that you guys at home and girls at home are going to be working your average jobs. You're going to be paying for your cars. You're going to be paying for your bills at home. Your own costs are going to scale up. And as we've said in the past, to understand your own finances before embarking on a business is crucially important. So budget accordingly.
Especially around Christmas, you got all your gifts and stuff to buy.
This is the thing.
But you're so right about the maintenance side of things. I didn't even think of that. Like having the weather issues, wind, snow, ice, all of that stuff.
100%.
Anyone walking into your store, you got to make sure you're prepared for that.
Taking care of your
what I saw
vehicles,
recently was really
deliveries and
cool,
stuff.
actually, is everyone has like little umbrella kind of holders. So as you walk into a store, you like put your umbrella holder
Oh,
or put your
yeah,
umbrella
yeah,
in the umbrella holder,
Yeah.
and then you walk around, so you don't drip water all over the
That is a good
storefront.
point. That is a really good point. You
I
don't
thought that was
think
quite
of
cool, man.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, there's another one as well. There's like I think this started a lot of like rugby clubs and cricket clubs where I saw it, but restaurants using it as well when they've got like the brushings for your like shoes and stuff.
Yeah,
if you
especially for
traipse
like
in
dog
mud.
walkers and stuff
Exactly,
like that.
yeah. So like restaurants are getting more acclimatized to that.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
side of
you
things
need to in
during
the
winter.
UK for sure.
Think outside the box.
Well, I've got a bit about staffing increases. As I mentioned earlier, UK retailers hire around 700,000 more staff for the December
That is
period,
crazy.
which is absolutely
That
nuts.
is mad.
We're talking hospitality, right?
Yeah.
This apparently brings in another 250,000 seasonal staff as well, which is crazy. That's part of that 700 figure.
Yeah.
Then you got the Royal Mail alone, apparently adds 16,000 Christmas workers because of deliveries,
16,000.
which is insane. Just for 1 month.
mega.
I can't fathom it, mate. Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's, 60,000 plus combined in terms of more
Wow.
staff. John Lewis apparently recruit 10,000 partners for Christmas. Minimum
John Lewis are
wage,
huge, though,
yeah,
Christmas, aren't they?
huge.
Yeah.
Minimum wage apparently goes up £11.44 an hour and makes seasonal labour more expensive than ever. So apparently labour costs will then surge from about 40 to 50% just because of Christmas as well.
Yeah.
But it usually doubles in terms of revenue. So there is an
It's the offset
upside to
that's
the
there,
staffing. Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Warehousing demand rises 35% in November and December, which is crazy as well. If you have a warehouse company, sell that on, rent it off. Temporary staff turnover apparently is insane. It's as high as 60% during this period, which is crazy.
mental.
Which, you think about it, a lot of people do have holidays and stuff booked.
true,
People
true.
come back from uni, they want to do a week or 2 weeks, and they're leaving.
Yeah, I remember I used to do that when I was at Hartbury with you. Like, I'd go back and I'd do my Tesco's at Christmas
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
You'd
yeah.
see everybody there, and then you'd be gone again. when it came around
Craziness, I
sort
can
of going
imagine.
back to school, yeah.
But apparently, many retailers offer bonuses, so 300 to 500 to avoid shortages, which is quite interesting. So they offer
Got to
that
earn that
incentive.
loyalty really throughout that period of time.
Exactly. But yeah, these longer shifts, late weekends, late night openings, it's all going to cost and add up for your staffing. So
It really is.
you got to be careful with that.
True. And another side of it as well is like there's going to be certain trends popping up. We spoke about the staffing stuff, we spoke about the bills, but in terms of the positive side of the trends, I've been looking at some of the things that spike throughout that sort of winter and holiday season.
Yeah. Go for it.
So first of all, I mean, this would have happened a few weeks ago now, but the Black Friday period, that is one of the biggest ignitions to winter sales as humanly possible.
Huge,
The
mate.
e-commerce goes through the roof. The week of December's first week goes up an average of 20.7% in terms of people's sales from the week prior. That is absolutely ludicrous.
You know-
20 friggin' percent.
Yeah. That's crazy, mate.
New Tonic released an offer, right? I looked at this the other day. Guess what they offered? Last year, they offered 20% off in terms of their Black Friday deal. Guess what they did
Okay,
this year?
I think they've gone 40.
They did 21%. I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming. And to be fair, credit to them, they marketed it brilliantly.
1%
They
extra
posted
or
a video
something like
of them looking at, like, having a group call with all the team. It's like Chris and James and then the rest of the team around the corner of the Zoom call. And James is there going, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And Chris is like, no, we're not doing all of that. And then James goes, I've got it. He goes, New Tonic's all about being 1% better as a brand. It's about throughout the day you make yourself 1% better. Throughout the year you make yourself 1% better.
1%
He goes,
better.
let's make the discount 1% better. And everybody sits there like, did he just say that? And then they go, New Tonic, 21% off.
That's so
I was
funny.
creasing.
That's actually quite good.
But I was pissed off at the same
Mate,
time.
if they're going to do that every year, whoa, you could be waiting for a long time.
I'm
to get a
waiting for
huge
years
discount.
to get a good discount. Right, anyhow, gift packaging. This is a crazy one to get ahead of. If you're a
Yes.
company that offers any product or any sort of service delivery package of sorts, think about gift packaging.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times where I want to save my time and I'll press plus £3 for gift
Yeah,
wrapping
so
and
true.
have a little message for £1. Like all you need is a
It's
card.
just upselling. It's very easy.
This
Yeah,
is the thing. All you need is a card, a printer, and then you can wrapping skills.
Yeah.
And from there, US, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
right?
go on.
The US have made 29 billion. Right, sorry. The US is 29 billion in 2025 to 44 billion, signaling just from packaging and extension gifting in all of their industries.
Crazy.
Like billions and billions
Crazy.
just on the gift packaging
Which is
side of
clever.
stuff.
So when you got the extension side of things, like if you've got an item that's been sold and there's definitely something that can go with it, make sure you're suggesting that as well.
That was my next point. Bundling options are hugely beneficial at this time of year.
Massively.
Because not only you've got to think about it in terms of people have got budgets for people's gifts
Yeah.
and things. And if you go like with a £15 gift, you say, oh, here's a £4.99 add-on. Like, would you want to add to it?
Yeah,
And somebody's budget was £20.
Yeah.
Bang, they've got 2 gifts. And they've not even thought about it because
Yeah.
they start with the budget and then they come to your site. This is the thing you got to start thinking about at this
The
time of year.
psychology of sales. Go watch that episode if you haven't, because that's the one that
That was
gets
a while
me.
ago,
It's
but
like,
yeah.
extra £21 and you get 5 free gifts. So no more.
Exactly.
Free gift.
And then extra,
Love
5
a
more
free
pounds,
gift.
you get free delivery.
Precisely.
You're like 100%.
But there's some more trends that I've got here. So
Go
we
on.
talk about eco gifting. Apparently,
Yes.
this year, particularly December, this is looking to skyrocket. They're predicting it's going up by 35%. So if you do have products and stuff you're looking to do, even if it's extra gifting, make sure it's sustainable or there's a sustainable element to it. When it comes to supporting small businesses, apparently 18% this has gone up over Christmas. People are predicting that customers are going to go to the local shops rather than going to the Amazons and stuff like that. So if you are a small business in a local area and you don't have any offerings, make sure you put something on the table, because I'm guaranteed there'll be people walking in having a
Not
look.
only put something on the table, put something outside the bleeding shop.
Yeah.
Show that you've got the Christmas decorations. It's just
Be
as important to
inviting,
decorate your
100%.
shop as it is to decorate your home. Like,
Think
really
about a
go
family
for it.
walking around with like a few kids and they see like a toy or they see some lights. They're going to want to pull their mom and dad into that shop.
Exactly. This is the thing. Did you see, like, I saw this more prevalently at Halloween as well, but the States especially, they have absolutely millions driven into this psychology of Christmas decorations, Halloween decorations. They have entire streets of these massive multi-million pound houses which pay thousands and thousands of pounds just to decorate their house. There's one guy who's got like, I think he had like a window cleaning business, and he changed just to operate in the sort of Halloween and Christmas time.
Like wear a
and he
Santa
does like an
outfit or
entire
something.
he does an entire street of putting up people's lights.
Oh,
so that they don't have
that's
to do it
class.
themselves.
That's so
he
good.
makes
mate.
thousands a month. He makes like £15,000
But
a month.
that's so
just
clever.
from
That's
doing
just being
that.
adaptable and realizing what's around
This is
you
the
and
thing.
what you can offer. Even though it's not your current forte or service, you can offer an extension.
That's what I'm trying to say. But my point is
massive.
if you glitz up your house like they do in the States, and that draws in eyes and so much attention,
Yeah.
it's the way to generate a customer base.
Yeah.
If you glitz up your shop front, glitz up your store of sorts.
Go pop a little
Grabs
leaflet or
attention.
flyer into their post box and you'll be
Yeah.
away. Another one that's up is digital advent calendars. This is a huge
Digital
thing.
advent
Yeah.
calendars.
So people are doing it where they give discounts on a day or something like that for their website. So it'd be like day 1, you get 5% off. Day 2, free
That's
gift
a
with your next
great
purchase.
shout. Yeah.
Day 3, blah, blah, blah. All the way up until day 24.
I like that.
And people do that a lot, even if it's also like gifting a digital advent calendar to someone who's far away. So it could be photos you can implement and put in, days I'm thinking of you, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's very clever, and it's quite a nice little tip and trick that you could use to maybe generate a few more eyeballs onto your website.
I see. Well, there was plenty there. We're going to crack on with a little bit more in the Patreon with not only our own winter plans, but another segment there for you with our very own Christmas advert.
Yes.
But we're saving it for Patreon, so if you want to go and
We
check
are.
out, you know where to go. Should we just take straight to the outro?
Why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
let's. It's been a lovely one. We hope you enjoyed that startup spotlight to kick things off. There's going to be an extra extended special of that this weekend out on the Patreon. And in the meantime, we love you very much. We'll still have something coming out on Sunday for you lovely people. Enjoy the winter season. It's going to get cold, so tuck on in and watch our episodes throughout the winter. And in the meantime, we'll see you soon.
Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want us to do in the future, particularly coming up to next year, just let us know. We're all ears.
At Suits and Sliders everywhere. So come and let
Yes.
us know. Right. Love you to bits. See you soon. Toodle pip.
Hey, cheerio!
Hey, cheerio.
Exactly, and we chose BetterHelp because it actually aligns with our mission and what we talk about, and helps us along our mission.
So close.
And helps us with our mission. Yes, exactly. We chose BetterHelp because it actually... fuck me. It's going to be a long day. Yes, and we chose BetterHelp because it actually aligns with... I've fucked it
Do you want
again.
a new tonic?
It's a long day, mate.
was that?
I don't know.
Is that who I think it is?
Oi! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, suits and sliders!
Suits and Sliders Christmas special.
Dropping on Christmas Day,
You know where to be on Thursday.
3 p.m.